Here's the Hyundai Venue, a familiar car because right now it is one of the best-selling compact SUVs. So why do we have it on the channel today? Well, this has got what Hyundai calls the IMT, Intelligent Manual Transmission. It's basically a clutchless manual, the likes of which we've never seen. Does it work? The team has given me 10 questions and that's what I'm going to answer with this Venue IMT. Question number 1. How does the IMT gearbox work? So let's start it up. Now I've got it in gear. When you start it up in gear, it does not start. Like in a normal manual gearbox, it won't start unless you press the clutch. There is no clutch to press, so it won't start. So you put it into neutral and then the car starts. Now how do you take off? Again, no clutch to press. It instinctively you go for the clutch, but there's no clutch to press. Put into first, handbrake down and get off the brake. Now I'm not accelerating and it creeps like in a normal automatic gearbox. How it would creep, that's what it is doing right now. It is creeping. Get on the gas and it starts moving. How do you shift? That's it. Now second to third, that's it. So basically your left leg is idle, it's not doing anything and you're shifting gears. So third to fourth, that's it. Now downshifting, I'm braking, fourth to third, third to second. Basically, it's the same mechanicals as a manual transmission. There's nothing different. It's got an H pattern gearbox here, but you don't have a clutch. The clutch is operated automatically. So when you move the gear lever 10%, the clutch that opens up, so drive gets disengaged, you shift the gear, and once you shift the gear, the clutch again closes and you get drive. So the same principle as how you would operate the clutch on a normal manual gearbox, but now it is done automatically for you, so you don't have to use your left foot. Think of it as a little person in the gearbox. So every time you move the gear lever, that guy gets a signal and he operates the clutch on your behalf. It does not shift as quickly as you would say when you're driving enthusiastically, but when you're driving normally, 95% of the time, the shift speeds and the shift smoothness is the same. In fact, the shift smoothness is actually better. A lot of people are very jerky when they release the clutch. So here, you don't get any jerks because the electronics take care of that. It matches the revs, it engages the clutch smoothly, so there is no jerking. So now this channel is all about the thrill of driving. So how thrilling, how engaging and how enthusiastic is the Venue with the IMT transmission? Let's start with the first thing, and that is launching the car. How aggressively can you launch the Venue with the IMT transmission? So I have it in first gear. I've got my left foot on the brake and the right is on the accelerator like you would launch a normal automatic car. So foot on the brake, gas and launch. So the result, you can't aggressively wheel spin. I had the traction control also off, but you can't aggressively launch the car when you're doing say 0 to 100 times or doing traffic light Grand Prix. You can't do that. The second is once you start moving and then the boost comes on, so like above 1500, 2000 RPM, once it gets on boost, then you have strong drive. So it's not as lazy as a normal AMT transmission or even a CVT transmission. It is a little more enthusiastic than that, but it's not as quick as if you were operating the clutch on your own. The launch is almost as quick as the same Venue with the DCT gearbox, because that DCT gearbox that also does not have launch control, obviously in the interest of longevity. Question 3, can you stall it? So I'm in first gear, brake. No, you can't stall it because the clutch is operated automatically. So my left foot is not doing anything because there is no clutch to do anything. I'm still in gear and no, you cannot stall it. So what happens if you're at traffic signal and you are in fourth gear and you've forgotten that you have it in fourth gear? Will it move? So I've put it into fourth gear, accelerating. No, nothing's happening. Third gear, nothing. It's only rolling back because the clutch is not engaged. Second gear. Yeah. So at second gear, you do get a move on. And it's the same that if you were using a clutch on your own and you would slip the clutch so that the revs would rise and then the engine would take over. So that's what it's doing. This is not the best way to drive it, whether you have a regular transmission or an IMT transmission. But yeah, second gear, it will take off from a traffic light. Third gear, fourth gear, it's not going to take off. Question 5, is the IMT smooth? And I think this question is coming from the whole experience with automated manual transmissions where you get that head toss. So I'm in third, shifting down to second. No, it's smooth. There is no problem. I'm dodging cows, so shifting to first. As you can see, my head is not getting tossed back. I'm not moving around in my seat. First to second. What I'm doing is I'm lifting off the gas slightly, as you would with a normal manual transmission, to smooth things out. So I'm in first, full revs. So when you are shifting at full revs and you still have your foot planted on the accelerator, when the clutch operates, obviously there's a cut in inertia, and because of that your head does get tipped forward a bit. So what you need to do is lift off the gas as you would when you're shifting in a normal manual transmission, and that smooths things out completely. Question 6, can you take it all the way to the red line? First gear, launching it, it's an easy launch, and you can take it all the way to the red line. And also when you shift at the red line, it is smooth. Now, longevity. I can't 110% guarantee that this gearbox will last as long as a manual transmission, but honestly, there is no reason why it should not. It has all the same parts, and the only thing is that it's got an actuator that is operating the clutch. That's it. It's not going to be slipping the clutch more, so your clutch life at all might be 10% or 15% less than what it would normally be, but otherwise all the components will last as well as a regular manual transmission. Also, the other question, what if you drive like a taxi wala? Put it into 5th gear, or in this case 6th gear, and try to drive it at say 1000 RPM. So I've done that, put it into 6th gear, and basically the clutch will not engage. So you won't get drive. So you can't slip the clutch and burn the clutch and destroy your mechanicals. It just will not move. So can you reverse the Venue IMT up a steep slope? Do you have enough control on the throttle? Let's find out. So in reverse, Venue gets a reverse parking camera, which is a good thing. Now this is a steep slope. I don't think too many people would actually reverse up such a steep slope, but yep. Stopped in the middle, now giving it more gas, modulating the throttle, feeding in the gas. You can drive it up a steep slope smoothly. It's all a matter of getting used to it. I tell you, half an hour with the Venue IMT and you will get used to how it works. And I think the convenience of it is actually really, really good. So does the Venue IMT have hill hold? Let's find out. So up this slope, stop. Yep, it's not rolling back. And give it gas and it goes up. Stop, doesn't roll back. So the Venue IMT also has hill hold. So how much do you save with an IMT gearbox? Now obviously I'm saying that in reference to the automatic gearbox, and on the Venue the automatic is the DCT. Now Hyundai have done something smart. There is not one single variant where you can get the manual, the DCT and the IMT. So there are variants where you can get the manual and the DCT, and there are variants where you can get the manual and the IMT. But rough back of the envelope calculations gives you a benchmark. So the price difference between the manual and the DCT on the Venue is 1.14 lakh rupees. The price difference between the manual and the IMT is 20,000 bucks. That's it. So basically the price difference between an IMT and the DCT is almost a lakh of rupees. Also, the other thing on the cost of ownership front is fuel economy. Now there is no reason why the IMT should consume more fuel than the regular manual. So if you drive it the same with your driving style, your regular driving pattern, you will get the same fuel efficiency with the manual as well as with the IMT. So on that front also, no headaches, because a lot of people, why did they not opt for an automatic? It was because an automatic consumes slightly more fuel than a manual. So that was a big fear factor. But that fear is taken care of with the IMT transmission. So it is the best of both worlds. The last question, why bother at all with the IMT transmission? So here's my response. I think it is a very, very smart move. It is sensible, it is intelligent. There are a lot of people who want an automatic but absolutely hate the characteristics of an AMT transmission. For instance, I hate an AMT transmission. That head toss that you get, it's never smooth, it's always jerky, it's horrible. And that's the reason why more expensive cars like above 8-9 lakh rupees, they don't have AMT transmissions. Here, that head toss is taken care of, but you also get the convenience of an automatic. Now I'll explain that. What is it that we hate about stop and go traffic? It's not the shifting gears, because you're either in first or second and you're not constantly shifting between first and second. What is irritating is the constant having to clutch, engage and release the clutch, and your left leg gets tired, and that makes it painful. Here, that thing is sorted out. So suppose you were in stop go traffic, like let me simulate it right now. This is Mumbai on a regular day. So you're accelerating, you're slowing down, you're accelerating, you're slowing down. You've got it in first gear or you have it in second gear, and that's fine. Also, shifting gears, it's slick, so it doesn't really take a lot of effort. So it actually reduces the burden, the hassle of driving in traffic, reduces the effort of using the clutch constantly. So that is great. Now, obviously, enthusiastic drivers will want to engage the clutch themselves. They'll want to have a bit of wheel spin when launching. They will want that energy when you're taking off, which this Venue Turbo Petrol does deliver, and that this gearbox will not. So if you are an enthusiastic driver, maybe this is not the option for you. The DCT would be nicer, and the Venue now has a variant where you also get paddle shifters for the DCT. But otherwise, I honestly think this is a very, very smart move. I wonder why nobody else thought of it. So in terms of convenience, I would give this a 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10. Very smart thinking by Hyundai, and I'm sure you're going to start seeing this IMT transmission on a lot of cars. The Kia Sonet, that's going to have it, and I'm sure the rest of Hyundai's range will get it because there will be a lot of demand for it. Like in the Santro, for instance, this is perfect. You throw out that AMT transmission, you put the IMT clutchless manual, and people will enjoy that even more. And I'm sure other manufacturers are going to get on the bandwagon very soon. You spend just 20,000 bucks more over a regular manual transmission. You have the same fuel efficiency, you have the same reliability, you drive it in the same way, just your left leg, it goes to sleep, it doesn't do anything. So overall, I think Hyundai, they are on the money with this transmission. Very, very intelligent. Subscribe to the Evo India channel and hit the bell icon to keep pace with the thrill of driving.